Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome
Sorry.
to actually Audra and Emily. Welcome. If you are watching live, first of all, welcome again. I'm just gonna keep saying the word. And I'm glad you're here. My name is EmilyHanhan. This is Audra at home. All of Audra's information is linked in the description box in case you do not follow her, don't or you're not subscribed yet. Instagram, channel, Patreon, merch. I think Audra might be frozen. Dang it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep moving. And hopefully Audra will unfreeze or pop back in. Um, I'm not sure what's going on. Um, let's see. And welcome, Elise. Thank you. This is a wig for. Why do I need to say this? Anyway, I pulled the wigs out again because it's not quite as hot as it was a couple months ago. Hi, Millie and Rachel Joy and April and Gray. Hi, everyone. Mindy and Gabby and Trin. Hopefully Audra will be back soon. Oh wait, no, I don't want to. I want to add to stream. Okay, I don't know why I just did that. I did that because. Okay. Thank you, April. You are early. We just started, and I hope Audra will be back. There was the internet freezing. I know yesterday there was a whole YouTube is down situation, so I'm just hoping that's not happening tonight. If it is, we'll figure it out. But yeah, welcome everyone. If you happen to be watching on the replay, there is always a active live chat happening. If you have that option on the screen, like below, you can press live chat and it'll open it up. So that is that. Thank you, Cecily. I just want to see what's going on with Audra and see if she is around.
Meet you in the stream.
I don't know where she is. Actually, hold on one moment, y'all. I'm going to mute. Never mind. As I added you, or as I followed you, I see you in the chat. Okay, so this is Audra at home.
Oh shit!
As I added you,
so sorry. Please pause.
I see you in the chat. Okay, so this is Audra at home.
Swear to God, I swear the things that I do to sabotage my life are plentiful.
It's all good. It is all good. If you haven't been here before, sometimes we're a bit of a mess. We're always a little bit of a mess. I am. But that's why y'all love us. And I'm trying to go into my, never mind, let me not do that. I was trying to go into my back of house studio, but it's like, do you want to start a stream or plan it for later? And I'm like, no, I'm streaming right now. Anyway, YouTube StreamYard discombobulation. Again, welcome everyone that's here right now. As I said, if you're new here, please follow Audra. If you haven't subscribed to me because you're here from Audra, you should subscribe. I'm trying to hit 3,000 by the 23rd. And we are here tonight to play a little game called New Makeup Nonsense Bingo.
Wait a minute, I see Ari and Millie is here.
Yes, Ari, Millie, Thorn, Faye, Isabel, you're sparkling.
I got a lot of Midas on today, to be honest. There's a shit ton of Midas on my face. There's Midas glitters. The eyeshadow is Midas. Like, y'all get details on Sunday.
There we go.
Sunday.
Oh yes, like the stream, y'all. Thank you for that reminder. Welcome. I'm double subbed to both of you. Okay, it's a secret. So, if you are new to the concept of new makeup nonsense bingo, this is something I came up with my friend Teresa. Teresa is dead, and we will do it sometimes film, like edited, or oftentimes edited, but I figured it's also fun to play live, and Audra's never played, so she was like, we should play. So I want to let y'all know, we make bingo cards, and the cards are full of like different sayings, different cliches in the beauty world. So I have 2 cards on the screen right now, but there's a link in the description box to download all of the cards. So if y'all want to play along, you can do that. So we have 5 varieties so that people like Audra and I are playing. We have the same squares, but in a different order. So,
bitch! I'm so sorry.
Yes, exactly. So things like copycat vibes, a cash grab, drunk me would buy it, oversized Morphe palette. These are the kind of examples. Our free square is a color flop release because they can't stop releasing products. So that is one of the screens that we'll be sharing tonight. And I have Audra's card on the left and my card on the right. And I keep track with little poop emojis because I love the smiling poop emoji. So that's why I keep there.
This is your fault, Em. I threw Ritual Defeat on my collarbones. I was like,
I'm not a huge like cream. I'm learning about cream products, but Chimera from Ritual Defeat is, if you like greenish, goldish highlights. I don't know what Audra has slathered all over herself, but yes.
I'm going to the heavens. There's 3 different highlighters on my face, to be honest, and like. I'm in the shit. Like, listen. I have on a top, y'all, but also I'm wearing clothes just in case. Like, I'm not nude. I'm not nude. Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday I took a shower and
I'm just gonna say this because I said this pre-stream and I stand by this because Audra and I talk about how we both have small boobs, have a small chest, and we probably both get some kind of augmentation or lift, or I don't know. We've talked about different things. And I'm over here saying I can't even wear a tube dress or tube top because it just turns into a skirt. That's how little boob I have.
So like hurt my feelings when you say that. You're like, it turned into a skirt. I'm like, oh, sad face. Like, Emily.
There's nothing there to really grab. It's just like, boop. And this is me having come a long way with like how I view my body and think of it. So just to say, I have a slight bit of self-deprecation, but it's not too strong. Also, yes, 3 different highlighters on my face is a mood all day, every day. I agree, Leary. Like, yeah, I'm very much in that life. I like that. The amount of folks who asked Audrey yesterday naked. Shocking. Yes.
Like, yo, I'm not coming on to a live stream naked.
Other people might, though. You know.
Here's the fun fact. I would. You just wouldn't know I was naked. I wouldn't say anything. Like, I would just be. I've done videos where, like, I'm like, I had a robe on and I was like completely nude underneath, and then it was in the summer, and it was really hot. So I was just like boobs out, but nobody could see it, so I didn't care.
There are times when I've worn just like a cute bralette where you can just see that and there's nothing else. Like that, no bot, nothing. Some people are like, oh, I wear like short shorts, like that'll look grubby with my nice top. And I'm like, I don't wear anything. Okay. Hey, Alex. Alex Alchemist is another channel you should go subscribe to if you're not already. Alex is a delight. I have videos that I need to watch from you. Yes.
Just being like, hi, we all doing like that. I'm just like nude the whole time. Because here's the fun thing. Like, they can't actually remove the video because I'm not showing anything. Like, so if I was truly nude from here, like, what are they going to do? Like, at least I'm working on my OnlyFans. I have an appointment.
We have things. Well, she has things in progress, and we have.
It'll just be me being very angular
and getting all of the money for it.
Being like, hey, do you like bones?
Thank you, mods. Double mod action here.
I know.
Okay. So so this is basically I say this when I do my film videos. It's one part like new makeup, like will I buy it? One part anti-haul, one part drinking game, and one part bingo game. Because like if you hit a spot on your card, you should drink, but also we just drink. So that's my spiel. Now, if you've seen these videos when I've done them edited, they seem more complicated because Teresa and I pull pictures, we go in random order. So like it feels like there's a whole lot to it. Really, you could just open up Trend Mood or open up Indie Makeup Spotlight or anything and play. I have bookmarked some things we'll talk about, but they're not going to be randomized. We're just going to go through. So it's not as complicated as I know some people are like, I want to do these videos, but they seem complex. It's like
it does. Because you know, I'm just like,
it seems.
This isn't simple. Like, and you tell me every time like, it's super simple. I'm like, it's not.
We just drink 2020 mood.
We just dream.
Okay, so I am going to. Ooh, Elisa's already at 1 bottle of wine in. Let's go.
Let's go.
I am doing a combo of cider and original of cranberry and apple cider with a little bit of bourbon in there. I will zoom in.
And peach schnapps. Now it's filled up like this much is actually like liquid. This much is ice from the last drink. So that's going to be melting as we move forward.
So this is a little bit closer in the card. So as I said this earlier, but like each card is different, but it's the same squares. They're just in random order so that we don't maybe get bingo at the same time. Now, I'm going to jump into the first product. And what do we have?
The fuck is this?
This is a eyeshadow palette from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. It's the new Golden 20s 12-pan palette for $55. Okay.
What is this?
So, an eye primer. Okay.
Do you see my face? Like, I'm trying so hard and I can't. What in the boring, ashy 2015 is this?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you just summed it up.
Like,
it's like 2015 NARS. Oh, this is true. Linda Hallberg is trash. I kind of forgot when I grabbed this one because I'm trying not to grab trash brands. So
that's okay. I forgot too. Girl.
Yeah. So
Yoga's like, I found it already.
Here's the thing is that she used to release some really fucking interesting looking eyeshadows, like the textured embossed impress eyeshadow little quads. Like she kind of did the Pat McGrath quad thing before Pat, maybe not the same and maybe not as good, but this what
how many nudes does one need?
So now I love that, by the way, and I'm gonna say we don't have to pick the same square when we pick these squares.
No, okay, good.
We can battle. So there's like basic AF neutral palette. There would be
go with that.
There's also like it's
mine. I think it's a basic AF neutral palette. Like, what the hell is happening? Do people not realize people are interesting? We're like no longer interested in like not having a good time. Like, my gosh.
I don't understand why you would choose that. Where is this? Why is it not showing up? Oh,
because Canva does that bullshit.
Also, it's probably
refresh it, it'll be there.
Okay, so like it's probably acting a little weird because it's a shared screen situation. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's my assumption. Okay, there we go. So this is a basic AF neutral palette, and it's sad.
Yeah. It is sad.
Okay, so I don't know if we've talked about this one yet, but this is the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome palette. If you didn't know, this is a 15-pan palette with 3 Trio Chrome shadows, 12 mattes, and it's $129.
$129
of her older, like larger, because she's done like smaller palettes and larger ones. Yeah,
I sniff my armpits.
Isabel's kind of reading my mind. Catfish.
I think so too. I think it's a catfish. You can't. Here's my problem with this. You can't call it the like Trio Chrome or whatever the fuck it is. Like, is it Trio Chrome? Because, and I get it. She's like, I have 3 multi-chromes, right? So Trio Chrome. But like, the other thing about these two is everyone that I've seen who has it on, like I saw Lacey have it on.
Oh, Millie has it, and Millie said she ain't worth it.
Because like everybody that I've seen wear it, they've had to wear colors around it to actually get it to shift.
Yeah.
And this is my problem is that like with a good multi-chrome of any form, like I don't have to put things right. Like if I just wanted to wear this one multi-chrome and slather it on my eye, like every time I moved my head, you would see try harder chrome.
Now, I will say,
things were very like, because like Lacey had it on and she looked really pretty, but she was also saying like, well, it takes on the color of what, and I was like, no, I don't, no, I have really good ones from Davina. I have some like, I have really nice shifty multi-chromes and I have duochromes. This is crap to me. This is,
and
like,
here's the thing. Is that Natasha can actually do really great shimmers, like duochromes and shinies, and she didn't add any of those in. It's 12 mattes, a lot of which I don't really like the color combinations with the multi-chromes, and only 3 shimmers. And I truly think if you added in some other formulas, it would have made it, in my opinion, way more worth it. Yeah, it's just no. If it had been $65,
yeah, I might have considered it for that, and I apologize. I just realized that the ice that was like my former drink has now like bubbled up, and I'm like, shit's about to get wild, so I apologize in advance. Also, I'm going to try to eat while we're here, because if I don't eat while I'm drinking like this.
Also, I think the nacho conversation is just talking about like how many nachos you could buy with this makeup product. Sometimes it's funny just to think about a thing that you love versus a makeup product you're looking at. How many of the thing that I love could I buy? And
because like nail. Okay, let's see. That's 40, then 80, then 3, and then 3. So 3, 40, and then 80. 9 pairs of nails. Did you all see how hard I had to work for that fucking math?
You could also get like 7 to 9 multi-chromes from other brands, or multi-chromes and special shadows.
Nails for that price. I could get, what else could I get? I could get so many things for Bo. So many things. I think my mom wants to get him a sweater, and I'm like, I'm going to show her my Amazon stuff. But I show her my Amazon list, be like, here's a sweater. She's like, extra large, right? I'm like, yes, he's beefy.
Yes, he is beefy. So earlier, Isabel instantly said a catfish, and somebody asked what do they mean by catfish? And catfish is basically, so my take on it when it comes to makeup products is it's a product that when it's released, you think it's one thing, and then by the time you see swatches, or you see it in person, or you see multiple swatches, you're like, oh, that's not what that is. That's not. So it could be that. We also have, do we have all the multi-chromes is another one.
No, because that's not all the multi-chromes.
I know, but I'm just saying. A true cash grab.
Let me see. I'm looking. I am torn between a product that is a catfish or drunk me would buy it. But I think I'm going to save that one.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good like free square. Like I feel like so that's like
a catfish.
Okay. I kind of feel the same.
It's not as brown as it could be. Did you make it less brown?
No, it's one of the ones that Canva has. But there was another one I was looking at that was super dark, and on the screen, like the eyes faded into the poop, and I was like, that's creepy. I like cutesy emojis, so yeah. Well, this is true. So Thorne says it's like multi-chromes you can wear to work. And that's something that Alicia, Kiki Sweat talked about. And that I'm going to say this just so that, I mean, I don't care. I will roast a brand. But I will say if you've tried Indie Multi-Chromes and the black base that's in Indie Multi-Chromes is a little overwhelming for you, I have heard from Alicia and seen in other swatches that it has less of that intense base. So it's easier to work with, especially if you're new to multi-chromes.
Here's my problem. If I work at your place of business and you can't accept me for all my makeup clownery business,
it's like what Alex says. I wear JD Glow multi-chromes to work, though. Exactly.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm like, you need to accept me for exactly what I am.
Exactly.
You did not hire no basic ass bitch. There's nothing wrong with being basic, but you didn't. I am not her. You didn't hire her.
Even the basic makeup that I would wear to a work interview, it's gonna look different from what a lot of other people would wear for a work interview.
With the exception of like coming down in here, right? I would wear this eye look and be like,
And I would wear a color
myself.
like Peachy Keen from JD Glow, which is like a peach to green like duochrome, because it looks like nothing on my eyes until you catch it in certain like angles. And that with like a peachy blush and like a simple like neutral lip, it would be like a go-to like work appropriate look, but it's not boring. Let's see what's next.
I'm like, yeah, we need to. If I don't. Oh look.
So Juvia's is coming out with skincare. It's coming in 2021 online.
We tain't seen it.
Yeah, it's just an announcement. I just threw it in there for yeah. I mean, it's another makeup brand doing skincare. Do I have the
I have
more skincare? Even more skincare. We can put it there.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not excited for brands releasing skincare when they're originally a makeup brand or a lifestyle brand, or it's not for me. Do you have any strong feelings?
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like, let me figure out a way to put this because I'm already getting faded as fuck, let's be honest. But I feel like with the rise of Korean skincare and things like Yes Style, which BT does, Emily and I both have affiliate links for that. But I feel like with the rise of Korean skincare, like everybody's trying to, and I'm not saying skincare in general, I'm specifically saying Korean skincare because it's inexpensive, but it's fucking bomb, right? And you can also find some of the Korean skincare that's hella expensive. That's fine. But with the rise of how many people are willing to spend $125 buying skincare from, essentially you're getting like Yes Style, it's coming from China, but they're willing to spend that money, wait for it to come. Because here's the thing, by the time it shows up, like whatever you had previously, you may already almost be finished with, and then it shows up and you're like, sweet, new skincare, I'm good for 6 months. I feel like they've seen this and they're trying to jump onto this train of having like affordable skincare, but I just don't feel like it's like in the US, I'm so sorry, but for the most part, American skincare is way the fuck behind.
So here's the thing too. So April said I'm excited for affordable skincare. Ulta has been picking up more Korean skincare and Japanese skincare brands. So even if you don't want to wait for Yes Style, or if it's inaccessible in that way, I would rather go to Ulta and buy what they've found. Even CVS has picked up like Korean and Japanese skincare. But I think the thing is that skincare has a longer, like has a quicker turnover life. You go through a toner, you go through a moisturizer, you don't go through an eyeshadow palette. I mean, unless you have a lot of them. But even then, even though I have a lot of skincare, I also have a lot of makeup. I still go through my skincare faster than my makeup. So that's the thing, is like, it makes sense that brands are going into skincare. I just don't have any interest because I have a lack of trust. It's like, actually earlier today I was talking to and CosRX, you can get it at Walmart. I did not know that. You can also get it at Ulta. Yeah. But I was talking to Alex, Sincerely Alex, in the chat, Sincerely Alex Makeup, and she was mentioning this brand Beekman 1802 or whatever. They're at Ulta. And I was like, they're a lifestyle brand. They started from a cookbook. Like, I don't want to buy lifestyle brand skincare. And I don't really want to buy makeup brand skincare either. Yes, this man.
I mean, I put skincare on most days. Like, if I'm honest, the last like 2 weeks has been a little rough on doing my twice a day skincare routine.
Same.
But like, I like Chuka was saying, Yes Style is the only place I get skincare from. I prefer to get the majority of my skincare from them because, like, one, here's the thing. The US brands are so expensive and also far behind.
Overpriced.
Especially when it comes to sensitivities, right? But when you're looking at Korean skincare, you can get a lot and try a lot of different things. And usually the things that you may not like, for most of us, not all, because I feel like a lot of it is very skin safe for like everybody's skin, which is weird. But you can count on the ingredients being good, well sourced, and like doing things for your skin, right? Yeah. And you can also afford to make a mistake. I feel like a lot of US skincare, you can't afford to make a mistake with some of this shit. Like, you try to get a new toner.
Even
even drugstore, you're like, oh, I want to try this toner, but I don't know. And then you spend $17 on this toner and it's trash for you. And you're like,
yeah. And even as basic as, so most at affordable skincare for me is the CeraVe bucket done. I love how you said this in a video kind of recently that like cleanse, moisturize, SPF. That's like that's the bare minimum. So if you have a cleanser, whatever that is for you, a moisturizer with CeraVe bucket, I've heard is great for that because it's just straight up moisture, and then a like SPF for the daytime. That's all you need. But Korean skincare has been a great way for me to experiment and try different textures, try different things. And I'm just like not that drawn to this stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Which like that, you were right about that snail one though, because that hits me like it hits your face sometimes. You're like,
exactly. But like to try like a watery toner like Vanilla and Co. or an oily spray, which Yes Style I did get free from Yes Style, or like the snail mucin, or like to try different textures, that's been really amazing.
And for those so wondering, I'm gonna show you a little bit. I'm just gonna.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, I have the toner over here. Oh, where is it?
Y'all see, like, I don't know if y'all can see it, but like, it is very spooge-esque. I don't think you can see it, but it just like really does some spooging shit, but it feels amazing on your skin.
Oh my goodness!
And you can try essences as well. Like that's the other thing is they have a very good amount of essences. They have so many different skin treatments. I have so many moisturizers, it's unreal. But here's the thing, I don't mind trying them because I'm not spending, like for instance, Elevation sent me some skincare. I like it. I don't dislike it. But also like for the price tag, I would probably rather just get my Korean skincare.
So we get from Yes Style. But also, again, Ulta carries some brands. Like I got the Vanilla and Co. from Ulta. I got the Cosrx Snail Mucin that's in my pile over here from Ulta. And again, CVS. CVS has been carrying some Korean and Japanese skin and makeup brands. So I like Yes Style, and I'm willing to, and I liked it before I had any kind of code or link with them. I want to say that.
I did too. Like I was buying shit from them long before I had a code.
Yeah. But if you don't want to wait, then I would say check Ulta, and then check CVS. Yeah.
And that's actually why I would say, honestly, there's large amounts of Korean skincare that have a scent, but it's one that's so indiscernible that it like doesn't, because I have one where I was like, I think that the smell is like lemon. There's not lemon in it, but I was like, I think it smells slightly lemony citrus. And it took me, like, I feel like I've had it for a few months. So it took me until like just a couple weeks ago where I was finally like, that's what it is. It's lemony citrus. But it's not enough where I'm like, God bless, like where I'm just like blown back by it.
I find a lot of them are like slightly herbal, where it's like either it could be the natural ingredients or it could be an added thing. So I'm not sure. But I just want to say, like, as a whole, I'm not that interested in makeup brands going into skincare.
Facts.
So, I think we talked about this a while back, but this is a collaboration with a brand called By Mellowops and then a creator whose screen name is Cut Creaser. And the art on this is so fucking cool to me. So it's 4 different brushes and then it's 8 different water activated liners. So water activated liners are what they sound like. You put water in the liner to make it liquid. It's like a cake. So it kind of lasts forever because they're dry. And so you can use them like for liner, possibly for a base. I don't know if they would help with longevity. But then she has these brushes because Cut Creaser in particular, her whole style is basically like all graphic liner.
Yeah.
So like she'll do like this is all of her stuff. So like I have to say this is probably one of the best collabs in my opinion in terms of aesthetic and like products I would expect this influencer to collab with.
Yeah.
So yeah. And By Mellow Ups, I think, is a Puerto Rican based company. So the brushes are $32 or $10 each. The liners are $10 each. They have a PR comic book, and you can get the full collection for $76, and it's already live. So, okay.
I'm like,
oh yeah, that's fair. Thorne says probably not as an eye base because once they dry, nothing sticks to them. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina, hi, my babes. Gonna listen to your soothing voices while I nap. I love that you're napping at 8 p.m. That's me randomly like sleeping. I'm like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go take a nap. I love it.
Yeah, I've done that before. I used to come home from work back in the day when I had a job, and I would take a nap.
Oh, and then Maddie said, okay, but what is a really long brush for? I've been wondering that. So I've seen her use it.
It's for
like really fine lines.
Yes, and also even if you wanted to make a wing, it's very helpful.
She uses it for the yellow.
Yeah.
I think it also depends on your face shape because I feel like that kind of brush could work for some, like I think she uses it for the white and for the blue here. But I think it depends because I've seen her like lay it down and almost like stamp on a line and then keep dragging. I'm intrigued. I didn't buy it, but I am intrigued by possibly getting it in the future because I think the brushes, not so much the liners, but I really like their aesthetic and the work they put into it, and I feel like I kind of want to support it.
I don't feel like I have enough creativity to do that, pull that off. So like,
oh, and then Thorne adds a good point. It depends on your socket shape. Like what she uses isn't for my eyes or Emily's. Yeah. So I think I would probably use the shorter ones more.
I would fuss with it because like if I'm trying to do some like intense shit here, I can do it and like it's not for me. It's like I fuck my face up a lot by accident. So
same. It depends. I might pick it up down the line. It might be something I grab around the holidays when I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna buy the thing. But I love what they did, and I feel like as a brand, I feel like they actually put in a lot of work in making it feel special. And that is something that I think is missing from a lot of influencer collabs these days.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what do we want to let's see. There's same shit packaging.
A collab with someone known for their makeup. Boom.
Oh, it's a collab with somebody not known for their makeup. So it's like when you see some random influencer do something. I feel like I don't see one that actually fits.
I don't either.
Okay. Which is good because that means it's not a cliche bullshit collaboration.
Yeah, that's good. It means it's exactly what you said.
Speaking of this, a cliche bullshit situation. So James Charles is talking about his makeup line. There's not much else to say. That could go straight to a new influencer or celeb brand.
Yeah, that's there.
Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I don't care anything about his.
And I don't like I said, he's just not my demographic. That's all. It's not. Thorne.
Wait, new influencer package.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got like the itch right quick, so like I apologize. And
another new influencer brand, but
yeah. See, the thing is, Play MUA. I think that perhaps if I was 13, I would be able to understand him
or handle it enough to understand.
Yes, but I'm 40, so it's a no for me, dog.
I'm wearing a product from my line. You edited your other eye on. Exactly. Oh, April has a nail question. Here's what I'm going to say. Yes, we're both wearing Pie House from Etsy, Pie House nails. But if you have never bought nails before, I recommend going to the drugstore and looking at Kiss Kiss has a bunch of different shapes and designs. They're a little thinner and a little less sturdy than a lot of the Etsy nails, but I don't really recommend spending $18 to $30 to $40 on a set of nails if you're not even sure if you like wearing longer nails.
Plus you learn about sizing. That's the biggest thing, is because a lot of them, when you get into the fancy nails, you have to know what size nails you wear, whether they're small, medium, large, extra large, any of that. So in order for them to be able to, like, for you to help yourself and help them, because you may think to yourself, well, I have wide elbows, it should be large, but you may discover that you are incorrect. It might just be your thumb, and then you can just like special order the thumb, and then the rest of, anyway, yes.
Yeah, and a lot of those, so I have a whole bag of like extra nails that I keep. But if you're new to nails, the Kiss nails and other nails have a size, a number at the like underneath the bottom of each nail. Also,
you don't have to have super long ones. They have they have regular. Like I have super long. They have regular. Like they have
like short square. They have shorter rounded. They have shorter oval. Like I said, this bag that I have is just stuff that I've saved over months and months. But like, I have a pair like this that's pretty short. I have a little rounded pair. So like there's all kinds of shapes and lengths. So this is not, yes, yeah, you can also get a nail sizing kit if you don't want to just buy a set of Kiss nails. So, oh wait, a nail application video. I mean, it's pretty, I've never had that issue with the growing fungus underneath. So Faye said, can either of you do a nail application tutorial? I've glued some on, but they tended to grow fungus underneath. I feel like it's the amount of glue you're putting down, because if you're not putting it at the base of the nail, water can get trapped between the two nails, your fake nail and your real nail. And I feel like that's how you could get like fungus. It also, I'm not a scientist, but it also could be your nails. If you have some kind of nail fungus already that maybe, I don't know, maybe fake nails exacerbates it. I'm not sure. I have no idea. So there we go. Thorn. Thank you. Thorn is a professional. Thorn knows what they're talking
some people
about.
really are more prone to fungus. It's like when I was a kid, just to like give you, when I was a kid, I got warts on my hands all the time. All the time. Like nobody's business. What were they, Dr. I feel like it was Dr. Scholl's. Like, was it Dr. Scholl's? Whatever. I don't remember who, like, but they had that over-the-counter like wart remover. I don't get them now, but when I was a kid, I sneezed and I had a wart on my hands. So you could be sensitive to it. But what the main thing I say about when you're like applying is like, once you've removed said nails, like try not to like forcefully remove them. I have suffered when I've done that every single time I've done it. Like it'll be fine for like all but like one nail, and that one nail is like, fuck you, I'm not leaving. And so you have to go through this whole like battle with it. But once you remove them, leaving a few hours in between and the nail bed, use the alcohol.
Or nail polish remover. If you don't have alcohol, at least use nail polish remover and like go and remove on every nail and let that dry and then apply. But there's like a fine line between too much glue and not enough glue. But I feel like if you're getting bubbles between the layers, you probably need to place the glue towards the base, push it down at the base and push up. Jackie Aina has a great video. High quality, amazing. If you want them to stick like hell, follow her guidance. Otherwise, and the Kiss brand glue, like the pink tube glue that a lot of the nails come with, are really good because it's like the glue itself has a little bit more body to it than some of the glues out there. Like it's more of like a gel than just a liquid.
Oh shit. Sorry, it's my food.
Also, I don't know if Thorn and I have the same wig, but that would be funny. I think this is Charisma wig. So yeah. Yes, I will find Jackie's video. And then I was going to say, so what I have
and
on
I
the
use
screen.
one that's a brush. I'm sorry, right quick.
Oh,
I
that's
have
okay.
I have a glue that I got from like Amazon that has a brush. I tend to apply the glue to the nail and then like brush it out, and then I kind of slide the nail up and down on it and then push, get it into
Wait,
position, push
apply
down.
it to the fake nail or a real nail? Because
The
there's two
fake
nails.
nail. I actually
Okay.
applied the glue to the fake nail and not my actual
Oh,
nail.
I've never done
And
that
I
that
started
way.
doing that because I noticed that when I was applying the glue directly to my nail, I was getting a lot of run over, no matter how little or I put on, I was getting a lot of run over into this side and underneath. So I just started applying it to the actual fake nail and then placing the nail on, and then I could press it and I wasn't getting like glue everywhere and I didn't have like a gluey mess. And I find that it makes them stick better, but also like I can't take them off when I just want to. I have to wait for them to be ready to go.
Well, and actually, I would say the other thing that you want to think about, so the reason you might be getting bubbles, it just popped in my head, was that if your nails, if you need to go get your food, you can go do that. I don't mind. But if they're
they normally
okay.
like dunk on my door one time and upset.
Oh, yeah. That's just okay. But sometimes your nail shape is different from the fake nails. So your nail bed might be more rounded and the nails are more flat, or your nail bed might be more flat and the fake nails are more rounded. Thus, you might get those bubbles. So I know with Kiss, some of the nails that they sell, they show that they're a slightly different shape. So it might be good to play around with those. Oh, thank you. Is that the Jackie video? Thank you, Alex. And then also, I just forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But yeah, I think just pushing down from the base of the nail and pushing up. And like, I tend to do that motion a lot. Like I'll like push up to try to push out. So yes, I haven't tried any of these brands, but I like Pie House. I like Magpie nails. I've gotten some. I have quite a few pairs. 13 nails. I think it's one that Abby Williamson.
Polish 13.
Polish 13. There we go. So yeah. But yeah. So I feel like there was something else with application. Oh, if you are really new to nails and you're not sure if you even like them, some people really love the Impress brand nails that come with pre-glued glue pads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them because they are a softer nail, and I also tend to find that they don't go big enough for my nails to comfortably fit. But I know like Lacey, Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, like she lives and dies by those nails. She's tried Kiss, she's tried longer nails. They're not for her. So if you like shorter nails that look just more like your nails, but a little fancier, that might be a place to start. But I tried them and I really didn't like them myself.
Yeah.
And yes, you can reuse them depending on how they get removed. So especially the more expensive ones. The Kiss brand ones, not really. Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
sorry.
kind of no, it's okay. I was like, wait. Okay, so somebody asked earlier, this is not James's brand. I think I said like another influencer brand. This is Jamie Genevieve, who is a influencer who I used to watch.
Remember,
she has a strong, like lovely accent, but she's also like just to my memory, not really my makeup style. I was gonna say anymore, but she's not my makeup style at all. And so I just kind of fell off from watching her. But the thing, what was that?
What kind of accent?
Is she Irish? Scottish. She's Scottish. She's Scottish. So very thick accent from my memory. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, so this line.
I was just asking because I realized that I think the Katie Kate is the one who has the Boston accent, and I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, no, she's Scottish. So, and this is Jamie Genevieve, if you care, Audra.
Oh, she's
so
like everyone.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yeah. So This is her new line. There's an eyeshadow palette that's 43 pounds. There's highlighters that are 27 pounds. There are lip liners and lipsticks. But the thing that everyone is talking about with this release, her lipsticks the packaging looks just like Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Like,
every single whole thing
like
looks like Tom Ford. Like, it doesn't even.
And the brand is called Vieve, which is short for Genevieve.
Wow. That was original.
Oh, and then I guess somebody is saying they look like something looks like Pat McGrath. Maybe the black with the gold.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Play MUA said it best. Yawnsville.
Somebody at Trend Mood. Ma'am, this is Tom Ford lipsticks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's already at Cult Beauty. Okay. Deja, I love how Deja uses FFFFF for white. No shade to her, but this reminds me of all the girls from the school in my hometown that would call us poor. A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Trends is talking about some tea. Trendsy is talking about tea, but I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think like Urban Decay caused her falling out with Sam.
Like which Sam?
Isabel said she's done a ton of work with Urban Decay. Cecily, she's catering to everyone who needs to speak to the manager.
Yeah, there's literally nothing. I don't know. I don't know her. I don't know her makeup style because y'all. Remember, I told you when I started getting into the makeup game, I quickly stopped watching other people who did it because I was like, I'm never going to feel confident if I'm staring at all these people with like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million subscribers and they have all this shit. I'm going to feel like such a loser. But it's boring. It's like, I don't know. I just don't understand. Like why come out with something if it's going to be just like everybody else's? I don't understand.
This is like, there's been so many influencer palettes where I'm like, it's just a neutral palette. I noticed they stopped being friends because I'm a creep. So I looked and apparently she found Urban Decay paid Sam more and then went to Urban Decay all pissed off. Threw Sam under the bus. Christine, she buys foundation to match her fake tan. Yeah.
But which Sam?
Yeah, is it Ravendall or different Sam? Because I don't know. I don't know that kind of influencer world anymore. Like I said, I watched her for a short time, like probably 2 years ago, maybe longer. Who knows? Yes, it's just another pumpkin spice latte and Ugg boots moment.
It really is. Like, y'all.
Yeah.
We're not the same if we're not all wearing red plaid sweaters. Like, everybody get your tan infinity scarf. Like,
exactly. Oh, okay, it is Sam Ravendall. Yeah.
Ooh.
Huh.
Interesting.
So it's interesting because I feel like there's so many different squares on the board I could give this. I could give it to major copycat vibes. I could give it to a collab or product that won't die because I feel like the basic ass neutral palette won't die. Pretty embossing basic makeup for the highlighter with the V in it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, if you want to look at your card in terms of trying to actually get bingo, I don't know what's.
I'm looking. As I like gobble this soup. Y'all, I'm so sorry.
I need to actually order food. I never did. I'm like, oh, it's 9:00. I should order some food.
Look, the reason I'm eating is because I have not even I'm not even halfway done with this drink, and I'm like, things are going poorly.
I think that going poorly makes sense.
I'm gonna go with pretty embossing basic makeup.
Okay.
Did I just spew soup on myself? I did. We're not gonna talk about it. Because I feel like I really want to save my major copycat vibes. Based on things that I know have been released. So I'm like,
I was going to say, it's so common these days to see something where you're like, I'm going to give it to a collab or product that won't die. Because can we please stop releasing boring ass neutral palettes, please?
For real.
Please. Like, I'm not against neutral palettes, but this one, besides some sleek outer packaging,
which also like the highlighters kind of look like YSL, like with the embossing, like with the stamp. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not for me.
It's not my cup of tea.
I don't even care about this. This is just the.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry to everyone who had on headphones. I am so sorry.
That was like full blown, like.
That came from the depths of my soul. And I am sorry.
Okay, can we talk about the fucking weirdness that is ABH putting Jackie Aina palettes in their holiday vaults?
Listen.
They did her so fucking wrong.
Yes, I know.
Because they still have these palettes. Why do they still have these palettes? That's right, because they overflowed their market, and then people couldn't find them. They sold out and they just went away. And now, like 6 months, 8 months, 10 months later, they've popped back up. Like there's some soft glam sets, and there's a vault that has the sultry. Wait, sultry came back too?
Yeah.
They found some old ass shit in the back. I will allegedly live by that.
Allegedly, they found some old shit.
They brought back Sultry and Jackie Aina, or whatever they did.
You know what it is? It's stock that didn't sell from like Beauty Bay and Beautylish. Because you can buy some of them, like depending on the contract, you can be like, yeah, we're sending it back on this at this time.
Oh yeah, that's true. Retail is complex in that way. But also, the whole time when the stupid glam palette from Natasha Denona was released, everyone was like, oh, Sultry did this like a year and a half ago. Why did they discontinue Sultry? Sultry was their best like cool tone palette. And so now they bring it back?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Or they made more, Yolanda says. But
I doubt it. I don't trust ABH to do anything nice or right these days.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm going to say that this is a bundle deal that nobody wants. Because y'all fucked yourself up. I'm just going to say that. Like, as a brand. That's my take on it.
I think that I will go with that as well. I don't think I'm ever going to get like bingo, but keep going.
You're close though. You have 2 spots. If you have lip gloss and a rainbow palette, might be able to get away with it. And if we don't ever hit bingo, we'll just
thank all y'all for being so kind about like that devil belch that I released.
Yeah, okay. Alex has something. ABH is releasing all the mistakes Norina made, and they're trying to walk it back. And they are too fucking late.
Mm-hmm.
Because, oh yeah, Jackie Aina made it to Ipsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just... Oh, this is interesting. Maddie says the shimmers and sultry and soft glam suck. They look beautiful when you first put them on and then disappear or dissipate in like an hour after me getting ready.
Really?
I know with those kind of formulas, especially with soft glam, that would be a formula I would have to use with glitter glue, because I've told this story before. I picked up soft glam when it first came out because like, what? I don't know. And I was like, what is this formula? Why is it falling off my lids? This was before I understood glitter glue and how for my eye shape it's necessary. I was like, this is trash, and I returned it. But they were pretty. They just didn't apply easily to my eyes. And now looking back, I know that they needed that base. They needed a sticky base for me. But yeah, as Feffy says, this is ABH saying, I'm sorry, please forgive us collection, and saying, don't tell me you're sorry because you're not. Yeah, they're really chunky. So yeah, that's why I usually need glitter glue when they're too chunky, because I need that to like help it stick down and almost like meld into something prettier.
I have soft yawn.
Yeah. The Jackie Aina packaging is the best they have ever done.
So gorgeous. Like I have that hit.
Stunning.
Like, that's those palettes that I maybe never use, but like just always like have it.
Exactly. Okay, this is a random one, but this is Ulta is partnering up with Target. They're launching these immersive beauty experiences inside select Target stores. So Ulta at Target. Somebody very easily summarized it on the Lookout Again Discord. It's like Sephora and JCPenney, but it's Ulta.
Which is actually, I will tell you, when we could go out into the world, like we shouldn't be out in the world, but when we could like go out into the world, I actually find that super annoying. Here's why. It's smaller in the JCPenney and it like, it just feels very claustrophobic in there. Like you can't really move around. And then like right around you is JCPenney. So it's like, there's something about the combination of the two for me that I did not like.
Yeah.
If you enjoy it, that's fine. But I don't know how this is going to work because Target is very open and not in a mall. So that might be different.
And it sounds like they're supposed to be training some of the Target staff to like be beauty people. So it will be located near the beauty section. The space is designed to showcase a wide range of prestige products and brands not available at Target today. New limited edition products and collections, skincare, hair care, and more. I could see this being great or terrible, and I'm not sure where it's going to land. Like,
I think it's going to be great because it's Target.
I hope so. I do actually hope so, because for me in New York, Targets are much more accessible than Ultas. Like the Ulta, there is an Ulta closer to me than a couple years ago, like because they've been opening up more here and there. Yeah. But Targets are more accessible, and even if it's not in the closest Target to me, it's probably still gonna maybe be closer than the Ultas are. And I think the idea of like Target already has the drugstore stuff, so then Ulta comes in with some prestige items. Yeah. Although Deja has a good question. I wonder if you can still get and use points. If they are still taking Ulta points in the Ultas at Target, also like great, fantastic, amazing. I'm here for that.
They're going to. Here's the thing we have to remember about Target, right? They took like big, like Isaac Mizrahi and all of these like really big designers, put them into Target for an affordable price. I'm not like, I don't see this going wrong. I just don't see it going wrong. I think that Target can make this work with Ulta. Because Target
and the other thing,
is smart about their business decisions.
So this also makes sense as to why. So Target tried this. Target tried having a more extensive beauty section. They brought in Colored Rain. They brought in a lot of new-ish brands or lesser known brands. And they were kind of like revamping their beauty section. And then I've seen those things kind of fade out. They have like Makeup Obsession, which is not a prestige brand, but it was like the Makeup Revolution kind of for the US. But I think that it could be interesting to see them do this in a different way, where it's giving space for prestige or even indie brands that Ulta offers in a Target, where it's not like, oh, we have to bring in new brands on our own. We're just giving Ulta the space to cultivate. And of course, we sign off on it. So yeah, Target has been trying to make their beauty sections look like Ulta, basically.
Yeah, because if you look at it, the reason that it hasn't done as well as they want to is because there's nobody there to help anybody. So you go over there, it's fancy. You're trying to figure out like what brush to get. There's no one to help you on what brush to get for your foundation or what brush to get for your contour. Now they're going to have people actually available to help you, which is going to change that.
Well, and what Ali says, so I think there's more overlap between Ulta shoppers than Sephora, JCPenney. But here's the thing. The reason why I highlighted this is because for a lot of people in more suburban places, the Sephora and JCPenney is their only Sephora option. So if you're also in a place where Target is one of your only store options, and all of a sudden Target now has an Ulta at Target, game changer. So like, I know for me, there wasn't a Sephora in my hometown for a long, long time. And I feel like a Sephora and JCPenney might have been my first exposure for that. Like also, Color Rain is leaving Target. Like that's why their selection is really limited. I don't think Color Rain. I'm not a business person, but I don't think that their attempt in Target was all that well thought out. Or it didn't highlight their strengths, in my opinion.
And also, I think it came at a bad time.
Yeah.
Like, I think anybody who tried to do anything new at the beginning of 2020, like late 2019, 2020 came and smashed everybody over the face. Like, haha, fuck you, bye.
Well, and it's another part of it. So Legally Black Beauty said Color Rain seems too pricey for Target. And I think some of the brands that, also Target picked up Makeup Geek. Target picked up some brands that are more expensive. And they all kind of failed. But I think when you say it's Ulta at Target, then your brain is like, okay, these are the prestige parts of Ulta here in Target. And so it changes your perspective of what you're walking into. Whereas when you're just walking down the aisle and you see Maybelline, Milani, CoverGirl, and then Colored Rain, and you're like, why is this palette $20? What's going on here? And you don't know Colored Rain. Yeah.
And the Makeup Geek thing is very, very good that you brought that up, because I remember, and I'm not a Makeup Geek bitch. I don't care for it, but
same.
The thing was, I remember getting annoyed by the amount of people who were irritated by the price of Makeup Geek at Target.
Yeah.
And they were literally only annoyed because it was at Target. I feel like if Marlena had sold that just like on her website or whatever, nobody would have said a fucking thing. But because it was at Target, they're like, this seems really pricey.
Well, but the other part of that is that Makeup Geek was selling that on their website, but they were also selling it in Target, trying to expose their audience, just like Colored Rain was selling their 6-pan palettes at Target, but also on their website. The problem is that the people that are coming to your website is a very limited population compared to the random people that might walk past your product in Target. So it was kind of like, oh, let's give it a try and see what happens. But I also think that the layout in Target a lot of times just didn't really feel that attractive towards those more expensive brands. So.
And Kathleen.
Yeah. And that too, I think there are brands that are going to be too unknown, but in Ulta, if they have a couple of Urban Decay products or Tarte or Too Faced or whatever it might be, like, I can kind of see how, I don't know, I just see that it works. I think that it's an interesting idea. And this actually, Day says, I also know I can find a coupon through Color Rain website. I can always find a coupon. So I'm not going to pick up any of their palettes without a coupon at Target. Exactly. And I never saw them go on sale. I saw that they were struggling to move, if I'm being honest, but I never saw them go on sale at Target. And I was like, okay, but if you gave me a 20% off coupon in store and I was already here, I would have been like, okay, I'm going to put it in my basket. But without that, like, I'm just going to go on Colored Rain's site. Yeah. And this too, I think this is why, well, first of all, hey, Sharon, welcome. And I think if Ulta actually has people, like if they're actually training their like Target employees or just streamlining what they're offering, like when you're a makeup consumer that doesn't necessarily know a brand like Colored Rain or something like that, but you walk into the Ulta at Target section, you might be able to be sold a Sugar Pill, a Black Moon Cosmetics, a random indie brand that Ulta sells because of the space you're in. So, I don't know. It's just an interesting idea. And I think a lot more of these retailers are going to keep trying to like pull themselves together with other makeup because the makeup industry keeps growing. And I don't know. I think it's an interesting idea that like, just to see who's pairing up with who.
Sorry, I'm still eating y'all, but side note, it makes more sense in the Sephora and the JCPenney, and here's why. Because in my mall, I have a Sephora. And then
but that's not always the case.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is this is why it's weird. If you are in any kind of urban area, suburban area, you have a Sephora inside the mall, and then they also have a Sephora inside the JCPenney. That shit is weird. Like you have two Sephoras in your mall.
But it's not always like, that way, though. That's what I'm saying. Is like, it's weird. Yeah. But also, I'm going to say Sephora at JCPenney sometimes has things on sale. The regular Sephora does not at like high discounts because they have such a small area. So I feel like they have to push out things that aren't selling as much.
Yeah.
I remember, this is kind of different, but I remember seeing, oh, good night, Liz. I remember seeing Kat Von D on sale at the Sephora and JCPenney way before anything happened with the brand, like a year before. And then I remember seeing a bunch of Marc Jacobs stuff on sale, a bunch of like, so they are at least the ones that are in my area. Like, it's not always good stuff, but like they will have random things on sale where it's worth it for me to like swing through and look at and see what they have on sale. Yeah, and I think the JCPenney's, it just depends. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought that was so weird. I was like, why would you have a JCPenney, like a Sephora in JCPenney in this mall, and then also have a Sephora? Why would you have both of them?
But I do think Kathleen might have a good, like, if Starbucks can get away with multiple locations in the same mall, makeup can get a piece of that pie too. I mean, yeah, right. The mall that's close to me, like, there's a Starbucks at the main door, and then there's like a Starbucks upstairs in the Macy's, and it's like, what? Okay. Do we want to try to find a spot on the card for that, or just move on? I'm like, is it
I don't know what that would be.
A cash grab? A collab with somebody not known for their makeup?
It is a true cash grab.
Kind of feels like that, where it's just like, okay, you are trying anything.
If you want a piece of this chicken, you better relax.
Okay. What's next? Now that we talked about that for a while. I just don't even care. Dominique Cosmetics, lip glitz, lip duos.
But their lip shit is the bomb, actually.
Really?
Yes.
I don't want either.
I had this thing.
Nah.
They had this
thing.
It was like gloss and something, and it was like fucking amazing. Like it was like a liquid lip with a gloss, and I was like, damn.
So this is like there's two sets. They're $28 each. One is a pinky nude liner with the like iridescent clear gloss, and then the other is a red, like cherry red.
Sure. I mean, it's just like it's another lip product. It's like, yay, another lip gloss.
It's exactly, yet another lip gloss, because I feel like everyone is releasing lip glosses. You're close to bingo.
You're getting close to bingo.
I am not, but that's okay. Wait, am I? I have multiple options. That's the problem. Okay. Dominique Cosmetics keeps being a brand where I'm like, you almost got me, but you didn't. I think you missed or maybe about to hit bingo based on this one. So this is Lisa Frank and Morphe.
No.
There is a $30 eyeshadow palette. There's the Treat Me Sweet sponge set for $19. The brush set, 6 brushes for $32. And then a makeup bag.
Sit. If you don't sit, you get no chicken.
So if you didn't know, so this is sad. Well, it's sad for me because I grew up with Lisa Frank, and I like Lisa Frank. But Lisa Frank is pretty infamous for doing fucked up things. Meaning stealing from other creators. They had a whole Kickstarter with a random makeup brand that raised a bunch of money that like never got delivered on.
That's all pleasant.
There's this whole thing with there's a creator called Studio Mucci, and so her name is Amina, her last name Mucciola. She basically had, I'm trying to find so what I feel like happened was that a hotel related to Lisa Frank.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Ripped off her apartment.
Yes, it was her apartment.
And opened up across the street from her apartment in downtown LA.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was Cloudland is what she calls it.
And she used to have people that would like tour her apartment and shit. She made money off of that.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, and then like it happened, and her landlord, like there was just all kinds of shit. So that kind of ruined Lisa Frank for me, along with the Kickstarter. Yeah. So
it's just another rainbow palette, though.
It is, and this is why you got. I'm pretty sure you just got fucking bingo. Yes, you got bingo.
Yeah.
It's just like why did we have to do this, Morphe? Like why?
If you want to try for 12 more minutes until we get because you're close to having several bingos.
That sounds good. But yeah, this whole thing, and it's just the 35B, as somebody else pointed out. I think it's a palette that already existed. They just re-released. Oh, this is good to know. Isabel says Jezebel ran a piece in 2013. Wow. I think exposing long-term horrendous workplace practices at Lisa Frank.
I hate how my childhood is just always being ruined by the truth.
Yeah. Rainbows do rule. Rainbow slander will not be tolerated, but a rainbow palette.
It is another rainbow palette.
Like a brainless collaboration with Morphe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not, because again, Lisa Frank has shown. So April said, is anyone surprised that Morphe is the one who finally managed to collab with Lisa Frank? I'm not.
I'm never surprised when Morphe manages to collaborate with someone horrible. Not ever.
Exactly. So don't fall into the trap. Okay, this is another influencer brand. Would anyone guess? Well, you can read it, but Pharrell has skincare.
So here's the thing. Pharrell he's done some questionable things against the community.
Okay.
We're not all pleased. And we did notice that he started aging like spoiled milk, because he was fucking up. But like, also he's like 100 years old. So there's that too.
Yeah, I didn't know he had started aging like spoiled milk, as you said that, because everything that people were saying was like, oh shit, if he's releasing a skincare line, I want it, because like he looks still like very young. But I haven't actually looked that close at a pipicture of Pharrell.
You had it was a photo on Twitter a while back, so I think that was the one where people were just like, "See what happens when you go against the community." Like they were mad, but there's other ones too. But yeah, but it's okay. Like here's the thing:
I am laughing.
I'm not gonna buy his overly expensive skincare.
It is expensive. So it's 3 products to start out: a rice powder cleanser with fruit AHA, snow mushroom, geranium for $32, a lotus enzyme exfoliator with 8% glycolic acid and 2% fruit AHAs for $46, and a humidifying cream for $48, along with a sunscreen coming soon.
What the fuck is a humidifying cream?
It's just a moisturizer.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just no. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it's collaboration with somebody not known for their makeup or skincare, because nobody even was talking about that shit until. Yeah, so much exfoliation. Yeah, and the name was a little what? Like what?
Yeah. Like we're the human race. I'm like, but we all have different skin, motherfucker. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I got a little saucy because I did get some food, but now like all the booze it's just all booze at this point. Beetlejuice.
Melt is such a disappointment. This is not. No. Because I've seen the swatches. I've seen the swatches.
You find on Tinder, Like you thought that they were going to have a big dong, and then they don't. Like when you meet them in person, you were like, oh, I thought it was 8 inches, and it looks like that was the ankle.
So these are the swatches. But they also did like beetle swatches, which are not very helpful because you can't really see what's going on.
The fuck?
But They did a palette with 10 pans and then a palette with 8 pans. Why? Why?
Money, 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 money.
Why don't they match? Just do 2 10-pan palettes. It's purple and green. You could have added 2 more, a purple and
You about to lose your mind.
And then like I'm slightly tempted by the green gel pot liner because you know me and green.
Yeah.
The lipsticks do look cool, and again, there's a green lipstick.
Sir.
But I mean, I guess it's better for me. Even the mirror is boring.
Yeah, it's just like melt. And like, I would really rather it be more Beetlejuice than melt.
Agreed. I was like, I will buy a cool mirror. But like the palettes, I don't know. They're not the worst thing, but they're also, I'm sure, going to be expensive. They're supposed to be released on Black Friday, so I don't see any pricing. But yeah.
Like, no.
Cecily, I was taking a sip. I need to take a sip from Drake.
To me, it feels like it doesn't, first of all, it doesn't capture the Beetlejuice vibe for me at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't look at those palettes and think Beetlejuice at all.
Oh, and the PR box is $365. And Alex is like, I might be pre-ordering the PR box.
Listen, to each their own.
Or $350. Yeah.
We all live our own lives.
And I agree that I hate that doesn't match the older stuff. Annie asked, why did Melt change their packaging in general? I don't get it. Yeah. Like, I think there's some stunning looks, but yeah, I just
$365. That's the PR package.
It's basically everything in a pretty box. Like this, basically. So brushes, a mirror, 3 lipsticks, 2 pot liners, an eyelash curler, mascara, 3 liquid lipsticks, and 2 eyeshadow palettes for $365.
Rachel Joy said, oh, why do brands change their packaging for the holidays? It always looks so bad. We know. They don't care about us.
Yeah. No.
So what would that be?
I'm good. And I don't know why I'm surprised, because Melt keeps doing this, and like I'm like, yeah, I'm over it.
I think Drunky would buy it.
Yeah, Drunk Me would definitely buy Drunk Me might buy the purple and green palette, depending on the day, depending on the issue. Yeah. Gonna drink to that.
Lisa Drain.
Sleek with the rainbow palette. I mean, cool advertising.
It is.
But I don't really care. I mean, I don't even know. You know what this reminds me of? And I'm going to give this so I have fucking bingo. It reminds me of those Tammy X Makeup Revolution, all of the bright palettes that Makeup Revolution has done that are like in collaboration with somebody. I'm just like, What
else did you have in the whole thing? Like, what else was in here? Now that we both hit bingo.
Oh, yeah. What else do we want to, let's see. Okay. Beauty Bakery with a neutral with the Pop of Blue palette. Or I guess not Pop of Blue. It's 4 and 5. Yeah, I'm good. Cream blushes from Winky Lux that look like roses.
That looks like Milani, copycat vibes.
But they're actually more like chunky. Like they're even more chunky than the Milani ones. They're like, they remind me of Lancome meets Milani. Because remember Lancome had that terrible highlighter that was just it was a silk rose covered in highlighter powder. That's what it was. Also, the packaging is like a bubble, and I don't like that. It's too bulky for me.
I don't like that either. What would I do with that?
Probably break. Kylie with the most bland eyeshadow palette. Okay.
It's gotta keep moving. Her personality. Moving on.
Speaking of bland, Catrice and Essence with Disney princesses and villains.
Hawaii. Now this is where the song actually comes into play. Poor unfortunate souls. Like
I think it's really interesting that, like, okay, Essence got the princesses and then Catrice got the villains. I don't know.
It's really hideous. Like the villains don't even have any like darkness or depth.
No, and they're doing the Huda Beauty weird textured shadow thing, and then random embossments. But yeah, like there's no color. There's no. Don't fuck with Ursula. Don't fuck up Ursula like that. You're making me mad. And I mean,
could it be more white?
Now I might, if I see the Ariel waterproof Lash Princess, I might buy that because I would buy the Lash Princess anyway. But I probably wouldn't search it out. And then basic, what, face mask? Yeah, face masks.
Maddie, Disney is a whole ass. Disney
has been marketing everyone. Yes, I have, and I'm not a Disney bitch. I have never seen a good Disney collection. All of them gotta be ugly.
Okay, hold on. Let me do it. I can't blink. I already blinked. I ain't never seen a good Disney collection. I blinked again. All of them gotta be ugly. I blinked too many times. That fool does not blink. Like, I can't do it. Night, Toya.
Good night, Toya.
I can't do it. Like, I don't know how he just like never blinks. Does anybody know? Okay.
No, the point is they're not going bankrupt. They're licensing to make all of the money. And Disney, yes, Essence and Catrice have the same parent company.
So Sharon said, next.
Again, it's lazy merch makeup. Exactly.
Yeah.
ColorPop and Beauty Christie, which launched today.
These are my confessions. Just when I thought I would, I bought it.
Really? You got it? I heard it sold out. Did it sold out really quick?
I have no idea. I didn't know. Were people having problems? Like, I didn't even look. So here's before anybody comes for me, here's what happened. I have literally never purchased like an influencer collab when it went live. And there were like 4 of the mattes that I was like, cool. And I do like the shimmers. So it was like, why the fuck not? It's not like Christina, who I am, so she's not going to send this.
Oh, I guess it's not sold out. I'm looking at the site.
Yeah, they put you in line or whatever. It's like they're just restocking it like as they go. They're going to keep restocking it until they're out of the packaging, basically. Bless you. So I don't know if y'all heard that, but
oh yeah, yes.
So I've never purchased an influencer collab, and I wanted to see. The experience was like pretty seamless. I didn't have any problems. I got the one with the pencils and the palette. Ugh, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, no, I was like, I gotta move away. I will say the stupid yellow and green pencils, but I think the green might just be the same color they already released previously. I'm gonna say that, but
I'm excited to have the yellow one in my life.
I've had such hit and miss experience with the ColorPop pencil. So yeah, and that's my thing is like, I don't hate it. I'm kind of weird about Beauty Christie. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't dislike it, but I also know that I have these over and over, and it's been a really like I'm just not impressed by ColorPop's quality. Not that I bought from them in a long time, but. Yeah,
because I didn't. Here's the thing. I also did not get the RBK Pure one, which I feel like this. But this
is me, Irene, where I'm like, yes, that color palette might be the first ColorPop palette that I've seen in a while that I've been interested in. I know I have it, and I also know that I don't like ColorPop quality, and I don't really want to give ColorPop my money. It's fine. I'm not. There are so many people that love ColorPop. I just don't fucking like their quality.
You're both getting canceled. Like, I bought it. And I like this too. That Taylor brought up. My hang up was a few months ago. Everyone was like, this palette screams RBK. Then this week, those same people were like, nothing would be more fun than this collab. And that's why I brought it up. So for those of y'all that don't know, Emily and I are actually friends in real life.
Real life, y'all.
We are real life friends. So before, and this is no tea, no shade. This isn't me being shitty. It's me knowing somebody's style and aesthetic, right? Mm-hmm. And as soon as the picture came up and people were like, ooh, who could it be? And people were like, oh, it's Christie. I said, I bet it's going to look exactly like the pure. Like, I was like, I bet it's going to look very close to the pure one. I didn't even look at it. Okay. And when Emily showed it to me, I barely glanced at it. I was like, I was like, isn't it just the other one? Emily's the one who took it upon herself to actually go look, and she was like, you're right, it is quite similar. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, and then there was a little like misunderstanding on Twitter where somebody thought like there was a problem.
I don't think it was a misunderstanding. I think they were just clarifying. They were asking for clarification.
Yeah, they were like, well, what? I don't see a problem with it being similar, or what's wrong with them being similar. And I was like, there's not a problem. I just think that it's important that we do mention these things because, like, I know myself. Listen, I can't guarantee that I wouldn't make collab after collab after collab filled with like oil slicks. And it would just be like an oil slick look every time. And you'd be like,
but wait, so you said something. Wait. You said something different a couple days ago where you're like, I would have done a more blue tone palette with this brand and more purple tone palette. Like, you are underestimating your creativity. But also, here's the thing is, I look at these swatches. Now, I know swatches are different, but like, that's a lot of, and there's nothing wrong with this because it's good for ColourPop, but a lot of those colors look very similar. And so it's like, I want this palette to be more green than it is. I want it to be more green and yellow than it is. And to me, it reads very neutral. But it is richer than the pure one. It does feel like that.
That's the thing. I feel like it's richer. And I feel like like what it kind of makes me want to do is just be like, walking around and be like, brown, taupe, more brown. Like, I feel like doing that all the time.
I mean, I'm curious to hear what you think about it because, like I said, I have not been super impressed with ColourPop's eyeshadow quality in a very long time. But you might love it. I don't fucking know. I'm probably still not going to buy it down the road because, again, I have these colors like 10 times over. But, you know.
Go sit down.
Also, can we normalize being indifferent to strangers' pregnancies, please? Because, like, I truly don't care.
I don't care. Yeah. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know that it's upsetting for people who really like other people's babies, but, like, I don't care.
Also, yes, I can show you if y'all have not seen. I actually made this for the Discord because I was curious. Yes. So the top is the pure palette, and the bottom were the first swatches that I saw for the ColourPop palette. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. This.
No, that's fine. That was actually great.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so like I just felt like the greens and the yellows and the neutrals, and like there's two different yellows in her palette that both kind of meet in the middle to her ColourPop yellow.
The turquoisey greenies.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's the dark green, the turquoise, the brown. So like I think for me, while I'm sure COVID might have fucked up some things with production, I still felt like it's kind of weird. I think what Ryan said is perfect. People were like, this palette is Christie. It's so Christie. It's her. And 6 months later, this palette is Christie. It's so Christie. It's her. And I'm just like.
And I guess they can both be her, but like it is her because it's the same palette.
Yeah. And it kind of reminds me of the Color Rain Safari palette. I don't know. I just think that there's a lot of, but again, I knew that I have these colors 10 times over. So yeah. I mean, this collection does feel more Christie than the pure one.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of couldn't care less about either of them. So anyway, Wet and Wild holiday collection, glitters and glosses, and I'm good. I really like. This is Huda Beauty.
Oh my god, I'm so
this
sorry.
This is what Huda is calling a gold palette. The Gold Obsession palette. Oh, it's exclusively at Cult Beauty.
My response to that says everything. Like I can't, like, looking at it. Like, there's something about this that's like making me. I'm going to look to the side.
What? Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like it's fucking like it is not. I don't like the way it looks. It's making me sick.
Okay, I'm gonna move on, but we can talk about it. But because we have more Huda right here. That's not.
And there was something about the way that it was configured, and it just like assaulted my eyes and made my stomach somersault. So I was like,
yeah. I broke Audra. I didn't mean to.
See, somebody said like it looks like a cork road. It is aggressive. Like, yeah, there was something that like
aggressively boring. Yes.
Like there was something that like did something to my innards, and I just was like.
Wait, did you just ask? Is that a pocket pussy? You just asked, is that a? Okay, I'm not gonna repeat that.
Yes, that's the kind of world we live in.
Container. So this is this is a advent calendar from Huda. 12 beauty bestsellers from Huda, Kayali, and Wishful. For $175.
No.
$175.
No. Can everybody just stop making everything chaotic? Like, that's what it is. It reminds me of, when those people do those TikToks and they're like, if something, not blah, blah, and like the syntax is all fucked up. Like, I can't handle it. And like, I'm like, I know you have jokes, but like the syntax, like, I can't even stay and listen.
I saw your TikTok about that, where it's like, if girl is not blah, 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 how is blah, blah, blah? Yeah, if boy is not, and you're like, I can't. Yeah.
So I feel like that's what those palettes remind me of, like that kind of chaos. Like I like some chaos, but like that chaos is too much for me. I'm like, no, let that go. Like this is too chaotic for me and my ADHD and my anxiety. Like the chaos is too much. Stop it.
I mean, have we talked about the chaos that is the Huda Naughty palette? Did we talk about that one?
Oh, please don't show me that again.
Okay, I won't. So this beautiful picture is Shine by SD, their Dynamic Duos collection. I don't know really what's going on here. In terms of like what it means, like if it's I don't know.
That's cute though. Is it like
it looks like they're like I can't quite.
I'm like, why am I turning my head like
it's like two versions? It's like two shadows done with like slightly different shifts.
So like
dynamic duochromes.
They have the same shift, but like in different ways.
Yeah.
Like one's gonna shift to turquoise and one's gonna shift to purple from turquoise, I feel like.
And they described it as a collection of shadows that are more shifty than duochromes, but not quite a multi-chrome. Okay. I think Shine by SD is one of those brands that, so I do have some shadows from them. I feel like they're probably their biggest weakness right now is their photography, which is an issue with a lot of indie brands. But I've also, so what was that?
I'm saying they're saying Annette did a video about this.
Oh, okay.
Check that out.
Marketing dupes, one for you, one for a friend. Yeah. So what I need to do, because I have a palette of about, I think I bought 12 or 16 shadows from them. And my experience has been like very different textures and formulas. And I need to figure out if the differences line up with their different product lines or if they're just different. Because like I bought stuff from a lot of their different product lines, but I'm not sure if the different formulas match up or if it's just kind of differences. So I feel like they're definitely a brand on the rise in terms of.
Wait, what? I'm done. I'm done for the night. Like that's it. Like,
okay, but this is why it's a okay. So many people were saying, "Oh, it's triochrome" is the palette name because there's 3 multichromes. No, I think they're calling them trichromes or triochromes, so that when people are like, "I only really see 2, maybe 3 colors," it's like, yeah, because it's a triochrome, not a multichrome. And I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you and your oh, this is exciting. This is exciting. This is Drench Cosmetics, Killer King, here on YouTube and Twitch and Instagram and Twitter. Has a new palette called the Jupiter Jungle palette.
Maybe his matte formula is actually really nice. I like it a lot.
Yes. So Drench had so this is the outer packaging, which I think is super cute. And then, oh wait, I need to repeat that. So I think it launches the next couple of days. So there was a pre-order, but I think it actually launches in the next few days. Jeez. Just to say. And we both have codes.
We do.
You want to use or links. He's also had, I was trying to find, oh, look at our friend Tony.
Yeah, there's there. I was in the store.
Yes.
Whenever. I was very excited.
So this was their first palette. This is the Cosmic Oasis. The mattes in there are just like beautiful blending mattes. Like just blend together. And I honestly love the liquid liner. So do we want to say that we'll have the palette?
You've already said it.
Drench might be sending both of us the new palette. I'm just gonna say that. So we might do a live stream or something like that, so you'll see us play. We're both weird about talking about PR because I'm like, I don't believe it until it's in my mailbox, which is not very often.
I'm like, it's not coming. Nobody likes me.
Yeah. So, but it's launching soon. I'm intrigued. Josh might be the only person able to get me into neutral palettes, quote unquote.
Here's the thing. I want to fucks with Ancient and 79 Moons. I feel like those are going to be like the shades that are going to like fuck up my life. Also, I think Flash might destroy my life.
And Olivia's right. I think that I like the Jupiter palette color story. It kind of looks like pictures of Jupiter. Thank you. It just connected in my brain. I'm sorry. I didn't get it. And Faye, who pre-ordered the Jupiter Jungle, says that the shimmers I like more in this new palette than Cosmic Oasis. That's exciting because I did feel like the Cosmic Oasis shimmers could have been a little bit punchier. So yeah. I'm intrigued. I'm excited to see what they do. Something I'm not excited about. Come on, Glamlight, stop it. Just stop it. Why?
Thank you, Cecily. Also, I hate this.
Wait, Cecily.
I hate all that.
Oh. And yes, follow Drench. You should follow him. Yes, I hate this. I'm just gonna no. And there's not much more. There are a few more things. Lethal. Okay. Lethal Cosmetics did the thing I kept saying brands should do. They release bronzers and blushes, and they have build your own face palettes now.
Yes.
So these are 4 that they've pre-made, and I think each one of these has highlighters unique to that palette, but you can go onto their site and build your own 3-pan or your own quad or buy them single. These are the blushes they released and the bronzer contours. I have a trio of blushes coming my way probably next week or something. Alex and I split an order, so she's going to send them to me. Yeah, I'm excited. I got like yellow, orange, and peach. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Alex, I know you can see me. I'm angry with you. All right, we're done now.
But yes, yes, and I'm waiting for the Lethal and Teresa collab. Thank you. Yeah, Lethal. Okay,
be amazing.
If y'all don't know, Lethal matte formula, my favorite matte formula of eyeshadow. I have one of their highlighters. It's nice. It's probably a little less intense than I like, but it's pretty. Oh, wait. There you go. Talk to Faye. SDN. There we go. Yes. Lethal has progressed for society. So Lethal is a German-based indie brand. They do eyeshadows, they do highlighters, blushes, bronzers, lip glosses, liquid lipsticks, and and bullet lipsticks and gel eyeliners, which are lovely in formula. So yeah, you have people, Yolanda, Faye,
Yay, thank
Esty.
you.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to get the formula, play around with it. I didn't get any of the bronzers or contours because I've had kind of like an overload of those lately. But this is exactly what I want to see brands doing.
Yeah,
Do you have any
I like
thoughts?
that too, like letting you make your own shit. Because here's the thing, I get somewhat annoyed because I'm always like for instance, I love my Juvia's Place blush palettes, but like there's in each one there's like 1 to 2 shades where I'm just like, eh. But I'd really rather have like all of them where I want to use all of them anytime. So,
Well, and Amanda, I'm just gonna say this: if you have internet friends that like makeup, sometimes it doesn't need to be local, because if you can combine an order, get free shipping from combining the order, you might still pay to have that friend ship it to you, but it's cheaper than if you paid for the shipping singular. Yes, yellow blush, orange blush. Like, I don't know. I think that it's an interesting range of blush colors.
I like orange. Like I've been looking for a really good orange blush because I like orange.
I love the range they did, and they have like the purple. Exactly. And then the deeper, like richer, like berry and wine tones. I don't know. I'm excited. I like what Lethal's doing. I'm team Lethal. Okay, this is a fancy ass multi-chrome highlighter from Colidos. So Colidos is actually releasing, I think they already released it November 9th. This is like green to peach to yellow to orange highlighter. Excuse me, I am burping up my cider. And I think they're having a like Black Friday sale almost all month long. So yes, 25% off of everything through Black Friday. So this is a more expensive highlighter. It's $36. I don't think I've spent that much money on a highlighter. Yeah, I don't think I would for this highlighter. Yeah. I'm intrigued by it, but I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that like everyone's like, I want it. I think it's the pictures that they've done that like to me are just gorgeous.
Yeah, they do something for your heart and your soul.
Like, oh, this is the reformulated Mars melter, but then this is the multi-chrome, the space age prophecy on this person, and then this is the same highlighter on this person. So
nice.
Yeah. Okay, what else? Huda Beauty has something coming, although I see it's pressed glitters. I don't. The colors intrigue me, but I'm good. I'm gonna move on. Ew. Sample Beauty. I've never bought from Sample Beauty. This is a giant palette. I don't know. It's just giant. It's just.
They're just saying about you feel like, oh, I've never bought from them. It's a giant palette. Like your whole being just died as soon as you saw it was big. You're like, I'm finished.
I just like it's
big as fuck.
Giant. It's giant. I no. Do you have any thoughts besides me shading them?
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like that could have been like 3 palettes. You know what I mean? One palette up there, 2 palette, 3. Like they could have just broke. I'm gonna say this about like almost every big palette. Is I feel like you could just separate them and do volume 1, volume 2, whatever, instead of overwhelming someone with a ginormous fucking palette. And that's just me, because y'all know I'm into singles, and you also know I really like a smaller palette in general if I'm gonna have a palette. I don't like a palette to be huge, unlike other things in life.
It looks like a truck with 4 wheels in the back. What?
It's the actual truck, like the semi. You know, like when you disconnect.
I love Sharon. No blue, next. Yeah, it just looks like it reminds me of Morphe in a way. I agree. Like, it's just, yeah. Oh, Midas brushes. Oh, wait. And also I saw this, Nomad is having sales all month long if you want to get stuff. I'm just going to say that. Oh, you have the Midas brushes. Midas sent Audra some brushes and some products. So this is a new face set. $35, or so it's 5 brushes for $35, or they're $9 each. They were having some specials, like if you added the brushes into your cart and their face powder, the powder was free. I bought the brushes and I used Lacey's code Spooky and got 20% off, and that should be well, they're shipping whenever. There's a ton of codes for Midas. If you don't want to do one of their offers, you can use a code, because I decided I didn't want to get the powder because I don't really need more powder. But yeah, they're doing different sales and things. Oh yes, Killer King has a code. Darius, Neon MUA has codes. Yes, Neon MUA. So I'm excited because I think I'm excited to have some more synthetic face brushes, because I like brushes.
I'm gonna tell you, they're really soft, and I wasn't expecting it, because okay, there are a lot of synthetic brushes that feel soft like this, and then like kind of when you start to keep moving around, you will find that scratchiness, where at first you're like, it's so soft, and they're like, oh, what's that scratchy? No.
Wait. No. The whole chat was like, Deja, you're on fire. I had to find it. Morphe with the square pants and the tune of Becky with the good hair.
Listen.
Yeah, you were on fire.
I'm a brush hoe, in the sense that I like. Well, I was gonna say I like inexpensive brushes, but then somebody was gonna call me out for my fucking Marc Jacobs brush, and I was gonna be like, for the two Marc Jacobs brushes,
and your Rephr brushes. Hey. I like my Rephr brushes, but here's the thing: is I also like synthetic face brushes. I like some of my Rephr brushes for my face, but I also realized, because I've been using more cream products. Here's the thing: I've been using more cream products. So when you said they were super soft, I was like, I'll pick some up, because with cream products and natural hair, you have to wash them more often, or you can't really use them together. So I just like more brushes too. So
yeah. And this is how I put on all this damn highlighter today.
So much highlighter. I'm opening another cider, y'all. Just letting you know. We're past our timeline, but we'll just wrap this up. But yes, Midas. I'll let y'all know what I think about them when I get them as well.
I'm about to be
okay, Adept. This is sold out. It's gonna come back, I think, at the beginning of next year. This is the Adept Cosmetics Plain Jane palette. It's 12 shadows. It's like a new formula, all iridescent. It's gonna be mine. It's mine.
Hello.
I don't know when it'll
that palette makes you want to sing the song. Hello, my name is Human. And I
look at the glittery, but it's not pressed glitter. Like an all shimmer palette. This is me. Maybe not
for you.
Like this is a palette that maybe I wouldn't release this, but I was like, all shimmer. Oh, actually, Nate, Fashionista, said it perfectly to me. They were like, this is what Urban Decay Stone Vibes wished it could be.
Yeah.
Oh, and yes, and Nikki Superbat said this as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sold out before it could tell anybody, but it's supposed to be back, I think, in February. I'm sorry. I was on the mailing list, and I bought it.
I
was just like, but they actually, I didn't put it in the thing, but they actually also released 4 new single shadows. I will say their diamond formula is lovely. I am not into their mattes whatsoever, but especially their cost per shadow, their diamond single shadows are pretty fucking nice. So I just wanted to
I don't have a problem with their
mattes. Yeah, I don't know. It's just drastically. I was just like, I fucking
remember that you were like, I don't, because you even asked me, like, is that witchcraft? I don't understand what you did. And I was like,
yeah. And I think I put them on for you too. And I was like, you see what they do on me? How do they do that on you? Like,
I don't know. magic.
And I think their biggest palette, so they have palettes that like fold over on themselves. Like, wait, that's not the one. That like, I have it open already. So like they have this one that's 63 pans, which I love because it's just one single layer. But they also have palettes like this that are like bifold, and I think they hold like 75.
Yeah, because I think I'm probably gonna need another big.
Yeah, palette. I will say if you're open to like a bigger palette, the Colored Rain Power palettes are really nice, and they're often on sale. I really like the 63 pan crock palette from Adept, but I'm not hugely a fan of the fold over palettes. But I feel like I'm an odd one out.
And now your time is done.
Yes, well, it's okay. There's only 2 more lame things that we have to talk about.
I'm sorry. If you could see it the way that I'm seeing it, like he is up there just asserting like massive.
He is. This is why I'm not giving him attention, because I know that's what he wants. I'm just gonna pour my cider and continue to do my thing.
It's Wayne Goss. Another black.
And grays. And a sparkly blue that you could get from JD Glow Watermark or Colidos Astro Pink palette if you wanted that. Okay. Like that's what that reads to me, is the Astro Pink, the duochrome blue, or Watermark from JD Glow. Who needs a $65, $55 6-pan palette? Not me.
Said,
Ashtray! This palette is full of troll.
I don't understand like why everyone is licking the.
Oh, that's true. That's giving that blue a lot of credit. I'm giving it credit because I was like, don't buy it. Buy these other brands. Yes, Sharon reaches for Watermark. Although I will say, I think the Colidos makeup, the Astro Pink palette, might be my favorite 6-pan.
I'm sorry.
This reminds me of my aliens. Don't talk to us. I need a drink.
That's why I kind of fell apart. Like this palette is my alien.
Also, I love how multiple comments. I see Beautylish Lucky Bag. See Beautylish give this away in New Year's box or whatever they do each January. But this palette is why aliens won't talk to us. Is just.
Yeah. You're probably right.
And that peachy.
Like, what is it there for?
What are you gonna do with that?
No, it doesn't. It's not even.
With 3 grays and a black and a blue. If that had been like a sky blue matte or like a medium blue matte, and he would have just leaned into the blue, gray, black. But what the fuck are you gonna do with that peachy putty tone?
This looks like somebody misunderstood 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. Let me out of here. I am too drunk for this now.
You started saying that, and I was like, is she really gonna? She said it, and then I cackled before I could even take a breath. Me, I am deceased. I am dead.
I am so sorry. I apologize. I know it's too late. I'm very sorry. I don't always do the thing before things escape my mouth. I'm so sorry.
Okay, but Cecily, if we continue with the pop of blue, I'm gonna burn things to the ground, allegedly.
I'm not okay. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, play.
Leary, this is like a palette on the second each, and then they're like, we're done. Like a dollar store palette.
Yes.
It's a pop of green or purple nowadays. All of the looks are going to be charcoal activated dookie. You're right, Audra, and you should say it.
Introducing the all black palette with a pop of blue and a pop of beige. Ooh.
And the two grays in the middle are like the same color, slightly different textures. What is this? You call yourself a makeup artist, Wayne Goss. You have the audacity to call yourself a makeup artist.
Like, I don't understand.
Tuka, no. It's one half of the Scott Barnes Panther palette.
I really feel like the men are just releasing. This is why we can't let men have anything.
Men cannot have anything.
Do not give men anything. This is why. Look at what they've done to us. Ugh.
Are there actual looks on? I don't know if it's out yet. Yeah, I just did snort. Welcome.
I can't breathe. I can't
Show your work. Show your work, Wayne. Show your work. He shits this out.
This isn't working for me. Like, I'm so sorry. It's just so boring. But I know that there's gonna be so many beauty babes who are gonna be like, oh my god, I can't wait. And like, good for you, girl.
And they're gonna do like the faintest tap of blue on the center of lid and be like, oh my god, my halo eye is gorgeous.
Stop it, bitch.
And it's gonna be like, okay, yeah.
Yes. You're like, oh my god, it's so good. It is so good. Oh, I cannot. Like, oh, I can't take it. But listen, remember this. Remember, it's just makeup. We all have different opinions. It's fine. I have a whole thing about like Wayne Goss and Scott Barnes, and it's like rooted in my bitchiness, and it's fine.
Same. And also this. Can we hear the mansplaining? Yes.
I can hear it.
Dear
what you want to do there is make sure you don't do it like this. Okay, I can. I'm so sorry. That was rude.
No,
get me out of here. I'm in trouble.
Wait, do we want to end on this? We have one more, but we don't have to end on that.
What is the last one?
BK Beauty.
Oh, bitch, go for it. Listen, we're roasting. We're roasting. Let's get to the end of the roast. Let's get you. You can't finish the bonfire without the extra
one
wood.
last stick into the fire. Okay.
Hi, Wonder Beauty. How you doing?
This is the True Beauty eyeshadow palette from the brand BK Beauty. It's 12 shadows. It's $45. We have a pop of lavender. And that's all I can say that's nice.
Ghetto. This is the ghetto. Ooh. Not a white refrigerator. Like, that's what makes me think.
Love bullshit in a $99 palette.
Like, okay. So whenever you first showed this shit to me on Marco Polo, I immediately messaged her back. And I feel like my exact response was, what the fuck is this? Oh no, honey.
First of all, how many times have we seen this palette tonight? They dipped Modern Renaissance into the dishwasher.
Oh, wow. Listen. This is not cute. I don't care what anyone says. And
this does remind me of the Linda Hallberg palette. It does. The palette we started with.
a little Wander Beauty palette, and I feel like it was like 4 or 6 shades. I don't remember because that's how unremarkable it was. And it was so unremarkable that when I saw this again, I was reminded of how unremarkable that Wander Beauty palette was by seeing this. So I just don't get it. And like, who is this for? It's definitely not for my black ass. Based on those arm swatches, it is not for my black ass.
Oh, and somebody said to read the titles, the shade names: Kind Vibes, Love, Queen, Glow, Ambition, Amor, Grace, Brooklyn.
No. This is what happens when you say I don't see color. You stop seeing color and then release 50 Shades of Beige.
You did not just say. You did not just. Okay, I am done. I'm not really done, but I am done.
Emily, before you go, Isabel says, this is if thoughts and prayers were a palette.
Oh. I agree, Irene. The term queen does not deserve to be disrespected like this by use in this palette.
No.
Oh, but she had the super light black girl in the ad. Yeah. Also, that too. The as Cecily said earlier, look at the triplets we swatched on. This is your attempt at 3 different skin tones.
They literally went white arm with some self tanner, white arm with a pinch more self tanner. Like that's what they said. They said that shit.
This is what Susan wears with her TJ Maxx lingerie on her 17th anniversary.
After sending Baron Cooper
to Grandma's house so she can seduce Tim, who hasn't touched her for 3 months.
That way she'll get pregnant.
Between Isabel and Deja and Audra, I am just full scream. Full scream.
I am finished. I am gasping and I have a cigarette.
Oh, not poor Tim. Fuck Tim. Tim's the one that hasn't touched her. Okay, sorry. White woman rage. Rage towards a white woman, I should say.
This is your friendly reminder to eat shit and die. That's not to y'all. That is to this palette.
My favorite thing, and I don't know if it was on this post or on another one, but it was the best, like, backhanded compliment that didn't even mean to be that way, when somebody was like, oh, that reminds me of a Wonder Beauty palette that I love, or like, congrats, that reminds me of a Wonder Beauty palette. And I'm like, you just burned her while complimenting her, because guess what? No one wants a Wonder Beauty palette.
They don't. You know what? I feel like I have one here.
Oh,
like,
they just
were decluttering it, and I was like, oh yeah, because I wanted to. Oh bitch, because I wanted to depot some of it.
This is why I destroyed the palette that I destroyed, was to show you depotting, and you still have the whole fucking. But I am the cloud over here because I literally have loose singles. In a random bucket of shit, because I was like, maybe I'll repan these. No, it was trash. It was a Pinky Rose palette.
The rest of this shit the same.
A new Ipsy exclusive in like 2 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen. But you know how like listen, there's influencers I don't fuck with anymore, and I don't look at them because like and here's the reason why. I'm gonna be transparent, and then we have to get off here before I give too many goddamn secrets. But here's the thing. I don't like to hear people talk about inclusivity and then constantly make excuses for any brand that does not have inclusivity. This is my problem. And I understand that it shouldn't take this long. Really, it's 2020. But anyway, if you are constantly sitting there trying to make excuses for a brand and why they are not inclusive, you can fuck right off. you can literally not even talk about inclusivity. You can say how like they made it for you. Unfortunately, they don't make it for others. And that I'm fine with. It's the excuses that I'm always going to have a problem with. It's no different than if somebody is apologizing to you and they like have excuses behind their apology. You don't give a fuck about if they're sorry.
It's not an apology then. If they have excuses and they're not actually just apologizing. But also, because even with a brand like this, they are a fancy synthetic brush brand.
Yeah.
This is their first launch into makeup that's not brushes.
Right.
You have the money. You have the access. Y'all can disagree with me, but to have an expensive synthetic brush brand and to also have connections with a lot of different creators, because as a brush brand, they're pretty well loved by a lot of creators. Yeah. You have a community to ask, hey, is this an appropriate product?
And you said no. You said I'm going with white, and white. Like you literally said that you're going with white, and white. Okay. And here's the thing. You're free to make whatever the fuck you want. Just stop pretending that you tried to be inclusive.
Yeah.
This is where I get fucking pissed off. I'm just like, it's not inclusive.
That's true.
It's for white people. Exactly. And it's fine if you want it to be for white people. Just like, don't even put the 3 arms.
Yeah.
Because that's weak. Like that's the weakest representation you could have ever had of like trying to be inclusive was like literally like raw chicken and like barely cooked chicken and then like we turned this chicken over like it's not even the skin isn't even crispy, so you're giving me this shit.
As Ali said perfectly, diet Lorac, not just Lorac, diet Lorac.
So I'm just I'm dead ass done with this, and I'm not. And here's the fun fact. These are the kinds of brands where I'm reaching the stage where I'm like, I'm not even going to give you an opportunity moving on down the line. And the reason I'm not is because here's the thing. When you show up being a new brand or whatever the fuck, you have so many opportunities to be inclusive and be fucking awesome. You choose not to. You make a conscious choice not to give a fuck about people who are dark or who are rich in tone, as we are saying these days. So you've made a choice not to give a fuck about us, but you want us to spend money on your bullshit. Fuck you, no. So sorry. Like, I'm not gonna buy your stank ass brushes. If you want to make a goddamn makeup palette that doesn't include me, you can take those brushes and shove them up your ass.
And I'm like, every brand has a chance to get better. That's fair. But I'm really glad that I never bought the brushes because she made a palette for herself, period.
Yeah.
And I'm not giving you $45 or even the attention, even having her at the end of this live stream. Didn't have to do this, but that was fucking hilarious. Thank you for roasting with us, y'all, because Tim cheating with his secretary on this wife whose palette is for was worth the laugh. And as Mo has a little chant. Hey, ho, ho, the racist brands have got to go. Hey, ho, ho.
The racist brands have got to go. And Patricia says, rich in color, rich in life. Ooh, that was almost a good impression. Like, listen,
that was.
Y'all click that one for me to see if it was good.
And okay, this is the other part of it. It's not even a good color story to me. No. So it's not even like, oh, I'm kind of tempted, but they're a piece of shit. No, I'm good.
It's like I'm bored and it's ashy. Like,
yeah,
like you did the 2 things. You did 2 of the worst things that you could do all at the same time. Like you bored me and it's ashy. Like, go on, girl. Like, you know, the whites are going to buy it and that's fine. Good for y'all. Good for all of you who are enjoying it. But like, I will not. And I think I've reached a stage now where I'm not going to fuck with these new brands anymore. Like, if you can't do it, like, just don't come to me. Because here's the problem. If I were to magically blow up, right? Like, let's say overnight shit went just bananas and suddenly so many people were subscribed to my channel and I had 100,000 subscribers overnight. These same shitty brands going to try to come to me being like, we have stuff for you because you have some influence. No. You ain't got shit.
Or here's the thing is that if you buy those things, even though you maybe don't totally believe in their thing. Also, welcome, Siobhan. We are talking about BK Beauty, which is a brush brand that has released a very pale, washed out eyeshadow palette as their first product. But yeah, it's just like also, and that was an interesting point. I'm very intrigued to see how other influencers are going to handle possibly receiving that palette. We'll see. Nah, but yeah, it's like
I'm laughing because of Deja saying like, well, you can deepen it with this other palette.
The charcoal with the ash, just put it together and call it a day. But the chalkboard cabinet palette, yeah. But yeah, I just I think about for something like where maybe you buy something because you're curious, even though you don't trust that it's actually a good quality palette, and then you blow up, and now everyone is seeing you had a video with like a fucking BK Beauty palette or that boring Linda Hallberg palette or a really bland whatever palette because you were curious, but you also, and it's like people are gonna be like, well, do you approve that? Do you like co-sign on that shit? So yeah.
So
I almost featured a Revlon product that had a similar color range, but I decided to skip it. Yes.
I'm either gonna go smoke and we'll talk more, or we're finishing it and I'm gonna go
I mean, we've already been on for over 2 hours. We could probably wrap it up.
I have to make that happen because I ate all the foods too, and my belly, I've made some mistakes. We're gonna move past that.
Play anyway, because it's like receiving a limp dick in the mail.
Thank you.
Okay.
Great.
So, on that note, thank you all for hanging out with us during this raucous stream in this game of New Makeup Nonsense Bingo, which Audra won, by the way. Cheers to you, madame. You won.
Thank you. Cheers, love. I'm almost finished with this. It's all booze at this point. I'm kind of fucked up.
And if y'all like this and want us to play this game more often, let us know. Maybe not every time we talk about new releases, because obviously we are both 3 sheets to the wind. But every couple of months or something, let us know. Anyway, you are well. Yeah, your drink also was a lot.
Yeah, I made mistakes.
On that note, again, thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you. If you played along and you got bingo, share on Instagram, tag us or whatever. Or if you're a creator and you want to make one of these videos, we have a community playlist. Everything's linked down below. Or you can also DM me and ask me your questions. I'm happy to help. Thank you all. We'll be back. Wait, we're not going to be back on Tuesday. We are launching a little something different. We're going to have videos up on Sunday on both of our channels mentioning the new things happening. So Tuesday, we will be skipping out on the public stream, but we'll be back on Thursday and we'll be uploading shit on our channels and all of that. So please subscribe to Audra if you haven't already. Subscribe to me, hit the like button, follow us on all the other things. And thank you for being amazing, you all. Bye.
Yes, subscribe for collarbones.
Bye, everybody.